here at Myers Reserve in our GDFL matchday coverage this afternoon on Geelong Radio. Rod Peacock to do the ruck work against Shea Walker. Walker gets it down towards Mahiris, whose kick is smothered, falls back into the arms of Andrew Atchison, who can run through the middle and kick long towards the leader, Mark Harris. Good kick too, good lead, good mark.
It's the best move they've had.
Yeah, and he has taken the footy from about 40 metres out. We'll have a shot for goal. 2-6 playing 9-5, so 41 points of difference on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. As we see Mark Harris now from 40 metres out. Drives it long, going to drop into the goal square. Big pack, punch away by Connolly, falls to Fanning. Kick around the corner, back into the corridor. McFarlane has to stand his ground. Tries to play for a push in the back, doesn't get one. Mahiris to Shepherd for leather. Nearly picked it up. Fry is there and also working around the corner. Kick into the goal square. And there's three Bell Post Hill players. Can they pick it up and get away? Yes, they can. Simon Connolly goes wide, looking for Bevan Hurst, coming at him, Mick Gant, and it's a push. It's no advantage paid to Messina. We'll have to come back to Bevan Hurst at half back for the Bell Post Hill side. And he will relieve the pressure for the Panthers. Kicking to the southern end in this final term, Bell Post Hill. Cossack gives him a lead, as does Hancock up the middle. He goes with a torpedo punt towards centre wing. Feldman, and getting his hand to it, Atchison off hands. Cossack, Feldman fighting over it, they are. And trying to get it out, Lurie through the middle. Feldman wrapped up by three Thomson players. Peacock's one, Atchison's the other. Wolfenden was in there also. We'll have a ball up on centre wing, grandstand side, right in front of the Geelong Radio commentary box.
It's good there, Paul. You can see the players, their desire for the ball. Still pretty fierce even early in this last quarter. From the tap down, it's away goes Wolfenden of the Thomson side, kicks towards the centre half forward position, but Miller again punches the ball forward. Walker picks it up, gets it across to his teammate there in Hall. The ball's turned back. Ardo for Thomson, well tackled, gets the ball clear. It's running toward the boundary, but it's too quick for Hurst, and the ball will go over the boundary line between centre wing and half forward flank on the change room side here of Myers Reserve. Just been going 2 minutes into the final quarter, and Thomson need to do a bit more, Paul.
Yeah, for sure. We see Macera there. He's been in the game all day, and he's trying very hard for Thomson.
So it was Mahiris get the ball forward for the Thomson side, but that half-back line of Belfast Hill, it's absolutely rock solid today, and they've forced the ball toward the boundary line once again and over.
Some three-quarter time scores from other games in the GDFL. Belmont Lions 6-7-43. They trail Bannockburn 7-9-51.
Go the Tigers.
So only 8 points in it. Jumping on and off bandwagons like Philpott you are, Walker. Ball back in play here at Myers Reserve. Wolfenden plays for a free kick and got one too high. And it will come back to Craig Wolfenden. Eastern Suburbs and Geelong West Cricket and Football Club 6-6-42 apiece at Richmond Crescent. And Anarchy 6-5-41 trail Werribee Centrals 15-9-99. A pretty high-scoring game out at Anarchy Reserve. Ball from Wolfenden, chopped off by McDonald at half-back for the Panthers. He'll direct play back into the middle of the ground. Good kick for distance, Hancock and Atchison. Hancock stands his ground off hands, goes towards Messina. Can he pick it up? Oh, yes, he can. Handball to Lurie, standing start, goes to the right boot towards half forward. Hurst has got his name written on it. Can't take the mark, though, can he? Yes, he can, says umpire Stokes. And as the rain tumbles here at Myers Reserve, Bevan Hurst has taken the grab at centre half forward. He's got Hoare short. Goes in board looking for him. He finds him. Damien Hoare.
They did pretty well because the Thomson zone defence there was pretty good, Paul and Pete. They, but they found a way through it.
This guy hasn't done too bad. Andrew Atchison either. He's been probably the only tower of strength across the back line.
His kick was misdirected, went to McDonald. Now it comes to Miller, back to McDonald on the point of the centre square at half forward. Drives it long, one out, getting down there, Ellick and Stein. Ellick, good mark. Yep. Good chest mark.
It's a good kick though, wasn't it?
Yeah, just that kick. He kicked to the right side of it.
Yeah,
beautiful kick. Especially in these conditions too.
And Ellick will have a shot for goal from 20 metres out. Slight angle. Now some Geelong Footy League scores in their round 8 clashes. St Albans 8-9-57, Grovedale 5-6-36. So the St Albans boys might be celebrating tonight like the Bell Post Hill boys. Ellick, as he kicked it, the goal umpire does his theatrics and says yes. So Mick Ellick's second goal, and that is the 10th for Bell Post Hill. They go to 10-5-65. They lead Thomson 2-6-18. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard been playing 5 minutes. Some other scores in the Geelong Footy League. Leopold 8-7, 55 lead South Barwon 6-6-42. Samiri 7-5-47 trailing St Joey's 10-9-69. Lara 10-11-71 trailing Bell Park 14-14-98. And it's raining goals at North Shore at Newtown because we haven't got that score yet. So it's obviously they can't count them.
Newtown probably close the rooms down.
And Geelong Falcons back in front at three-quarter time, 6-12-48. They lead Dandenong Stingrays 6-7-43. Back in the middle here at Myers Reserve. Hurst gives a quick handball to McDonald. Standing start Hancock. Turns around, kick smothered. And by Bradley, comes back towards McDonald, ripped off the footy by Atchison, does well, handball out wide, or Burns, went for the kick off the ground, couldn't get it away, and coming through the middle and being able to pick it up was Messina. Kick wide towards Troy Feldman on the cricket pitch area here at Myers Reserve. Feldman quite happy to see it over the boundary line and out of bounds, and we'll have a throw in at half forward. So boundary throw in. Peacock coming across to do the ruck work for Thomson. He'll be up against Kazina. And Hancock gets in there, short boundary throw in. The umpire will have to come in and do it all again.
Yes, probably do with a bit better throw in there. Players found it pretty easy to isolate themselves into the corner. Boundary umpire with the ball. About 55 metres from the goal, throws it in. Much better throw on this occasion. Comes to Lurie. He's ridden into the ground. But umpire, almost had the whistle to the mouth, but he didn't blow it, so the ball's come clear. Hancock gets it along the ground. Armstrong can't pick the ball up, and I'll tell you what, it's like a piece of soap now because the rain is pelting down still, and it's probably in one of the grassy areas of the ground there, and the ball's become very, very slippery in this passage of play. Umpire Stokes throws it in the air, 40 metres from goal. Good use of the body by, that's incredible. Hancock, it was good from his perspective. He used his body to get the player out of the way, and in reaching for the ball, the Thomson player, according to umpire Stokes, has infringed.
According to umpire Stokes.
That's what he gave. Ball in the goal square, and off hands, it's been punched through for a rush behind.
Eric, did you agree with that or disagree with that decision?
Well, it's an interesting decision. It was hard to make a judgment decision on it because...
I thought it would have gone the other way,
for shepherding, perhaps.
Yeah,
that would have been my interpretation. The Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard moves on now. Belpost Hill 10-6-66. They lead Thomson 2-6-18.
Kick in, has gone to the outer side, half-back flank for Thomson. Hands quickly to Kazina, who stands there and goes back inboard towards centre half-back. Atchison attacks the footy, does well, picks it up with a half volley. And the rubber man for Thomson will be able to go wide. And Leather gives him a lead. Can he keep it in? Miller's right next to him. He does well, does very well. He showed a bit today, Greg Leather, for Thomson, but unfortunately he was out of bounds, was he?
Yep.
Yes, says the boundary umpire now. And it will be a throw-in. On centre wing on the outer side. And in fact, I didn't think I saw the boundary umpire.
We lost one.
Ground. We've lost the boundary umpire. It's our friend too.
Yes, perhaps the shoulder's gone.
Perhaps the shoulder has on umpire Edwards. He's gone, so the boys will be wanting to direct the play over this side of the ground so they don't have to throw it in on the other side of the ground. And it will be a ball up on centre wing on the outer side. Goes up and comes down towards the middle. On the top, Travis Randall can't take it with him for Thomson. Kick out of the pack, goes towards half-foot. Atchison there again, and has been Thomson's best player by a long way today. Andrew Atchison, him and Nick Mahiris have been trying hard, but trailing at the moment 10-6 to 2-6. Kick in the middle, Connolly's been great. Oh no! There
cramp
goes,
or a hammy?
I really hope it's a cramp for his sake and not the hammy.
Yeah,
I think it's
cramp.
It's cramp. And the ball will be given to Troy Feldman in the middle. Now Troy Feldman's got it for Belpost Hill. We've been playing 8.5, nearly 9 minutes in this final term. And as Peter predicted, the wind has sprung up here at Myers Reserve.
You put the moz on us.
Yeah, Feldman goes inboard looking for Hancock, can't trap it. Irwin comes in, Bradley does also. Irwin brings it back in, then loses it again. Pollard on hands and knees. Handball out the back to Troy Feldman. And his short little kick, Irwin. Can't get a kick away, McFarlane. He gets a handball over the top, which is smothered. Now it's gone towards half forward for Belpost, still off the ground, Mahiris. Won't be 10 metres, I don't think it's play on. Irwin's in there, can't take it away. Pack develops around him. The umpire will come in and bounce the ball. Simon Connolly has recovered. He's back at the half-back for Belpost Hill.
Days like this, you get those cramps with the wet underfoot. But it looks as if he's recovered, Simon Connolly, and that's good for him. Up goes the ball. No player able to get it clear. Geez, a huge pack of players around the ball. Umpire, he'd have to blow the whistle now because the ball absolutely was going nowhere. And players, I think Bradley was the second last, and it looked like Pollard the last player to get from the ground. Up it goes again. Good tap forward, comes to into the arms of Bradley. He can't get a kick away. The tackling's fierce by the Belpost Hill boys. Now the ball lands at centre half forward. And, well, couldn't even get his foot to the ball. Simmons there, great tackle from the Thomson side. But again, that half Fanning it is. Gets a handball, but again, only as far as Simmons. He's looking for the outer side boundary line. Now we've got a foot race on. And Miller it is. He leads, gets to the ball first. Puts it on the left foot. And I think somebody in the car out in the outer might have almost taken a mark there because, well, I suppose not having a boundary umpire.
I question why would you have 3 central umpires, no boundary umpire? Why wouldn't one of those guys go to throw it in so that the teams are not disadvantaged?
Oh, just a power theory, I think, Peter. you know what they like.
That's not a bad idea actually. But the ball's come over the back of the pack to Messina. Runs through the middle of Myers reserve, goes towards centre half forward. Illick comes out. Standing his ground there was Cossack. Atchison rides a bump, then needs to get a handball away and doesn't because of the throw.
Had options.
Yep.
Probably the only mistake Andrew's made all day.
And the ball has fallen into Adam Cossack's arms.
Well, he better kick this, I think, because he's messed around. He had 2 blokes in the goal square by themselves.
And he will come in now and kick from 45 metres out. Tries to kick it in there. Oh, I think he's done it too. And it is a goal to Adam Cossack, his second. And the 11th for Belpost Hill, as we see Troy Feldman coming from the ground, replaced by Carlo Burging.
11. The rest, I think.
Yeah, 11-6-72 Belpost Hill. Thomson 2-6-18 Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 11.5 minutes as we see Shea Walker getting a well-earned break as well for Belpost Hill.
Well, I reckon he's their best player. He hasn't had a change out of the ruck all day, or close to it.
Yep. And Mickey Matchevic comes on the ground for Belpost Hill. And taking over the ruck duties will be Kazina for Belpost Hill now.
Ball in the centre with umpire Beattie. Ball tapped forward there by Peacock. Connolly dives back in the ball, punches it back between his legs, and that's very, very slippery in the middle now. But finally Ardo gets a kick for Thomson toward the full forward area, but coming through strongly there in defence was Martin. Diving on the ball's Bartolo, gets it across to Messina. He goes backwards to Conley, and there's a mistake. Ardo jumps on the ball, runs into an open goal. He's kicked it from 40 and unfortunately landed just beside the 10-metre square offline. Second behind for Steve Ardo. And on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, Thomson moved to 2-7-19, but they trail Belpost Hill 11-6-72.
Those things happen, Eric, don't they? When you're having a bad run, put it up the other end, Belpost Hill would have bounced through for a goal. You know?
Quite right.
So the kick in now to come from Scotty McDonald, who's taken over the kicking in duties from Brett Pollard. Kicks in straight down the middle looking for Pollard, and also running through the middle. Hoare can get it away to Adam Martin. Poor kick off the boot towards half forward. Matchevic in front though, where he has to be at half forward. Over the top of the ball now, Bradley with him also. Coming out Hoare, handball towards Lurie. Breaks one tackle, or gives it to Hoare, who left it behind at half forward. Irwin for Thomson. Holding the ball, is it? No, umpire Beattie says it's mine. And he will come in and bounce it at centre half forward for Belpost till they lead 11-6-72. Thomson 2-7-19. And a very wet Myers reserve in this final term. Thrown up now. Peacock got his hands to it. Ardo tries to break a tackle, got a kick away back into towards the cricket pitch area here. Wolfenden tries to ride the bump and says, the umpire says he threw it, and giving it to Christian McFarlane.
Bit difficult this hour of the day to be giving kicks like that.
And it'll come back to the Belpost Hill boys. Simon Connolly gives it away to Andrew. Oh, hang on a minute, says the umpire. He'll have to come back, Simon Connolly.
Well, Simon Connolly hadn't moved. He's still standing in the same position.
Now he goes short to Scotty McDonald. Now McDonald runs on with a torpedo punt towards centre half forward. Peacock's there. Atchison is also. Recovery. Atchison played for the push in the back and got one. And he will relieve the pressure for Thomson.
Yeah, Atchison at centre half back for Thomson. Sees a lead on the western side of the ground, and it's Mahiris, and he's taking a mark. Plays on quickly. Runs his full measure, and under pressure, the left foot kick. Matkovic gets a handball across to his teammate. The tackle's pretty high. Well done, Carr. Weaved his way through a couple of players and then gets the left foot kick to the half-forward position. Matkovic picks up the crumbs, sees a player streaming toward goals. Good Shepherd. That's allowed Cossack to take the ball. He's driven it towards the full-forward position. That's Illick perhaps retarded a bit there, but the ball finally forced through for a rush behind to the Belpost Hill side. And the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard 11-7-73 Belpost Hill. They lead Thomson 2-7-19.
Kick in has come now to Paddy Burns at centre half back for Thomson. Tries to measure the pass to Leather. Can't take the mark. Falls to McKernan. He actually ran into Leather, but got it back to Burns. Goes with the left foot towards half forward. Getting back there. Carr can't take the mark. Got a high tackle. All the umpire said it was a mark. Play on the call now as Carr runs away from half back. Goes wide looking for Hancock. And Atchison getting across there also. Tries to do a bit of funny stuff, whereas Hancock just kicked it off the ground. Cossing and Armstrong overrun the footy. Foot race now, getting to their Casino. And Armstrong coming up, falls back towards Hancock, who folded up, was going to go with a handball. Went with a kick instead towards Ehrlich. Goes up early, over the back of the pack, Stein. And also Bevan Hurst for a goal. No, he's missed. Oh, a bit early. The FA Cup's at 10:30 tonight. He's a bit early. And 3 for 1 behind off his left boot, Bevan Hurst. And they go to 11-8, 74 Bellpost Hill. And Thomson 2-7-19, Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 16 minutes gone in the final term here at Myers Reserve, and it is pelting down now with rain as the kick in from Stein goes short and finds Steve Ardo. Ardo goes towards centre half back. Atchison worked his way to the front, couldn't take the mark. Connolly uses his strength, then pushed off the footy. No free kick around the corner from McKernan. 2-on-1. Should be able to get away here. Thomson, shepherded by Leather. Allows Peacock to kick it towards centre half forward. Coming out Harris. And also backing himself, Bartolo does well. Can't pick it up, so he kicks it off the ground. Okay towards Messina, who's on hands and knees as well. Coming around Randall. He's ripped off the ball by Messina. Pushed in the back, says the umpire. And the free kick will go to Thomson.
He's done all right the second half. Travis Randall, under 18 player.
Travis Randall will take the free kick in the middle of Myers Reserve.
Randall for Thomson, looking for options up forward. Sees one, drives the ball wide. Players hard at the ball there. Oh, well done Simmons. Turns on a threepenny piece and sees the lead there from Messina and finds him on centre wing. Goes back into the centre of the ground, into the mud patch. But there's Scotty McDonald, can't quite take the mark. Off his hands, the ball comes to ground. Oh, good work there by Burging. Scotty McDonald's tackled high.
Yeah, first there.
I think the first free kick was
he tried to kick that.
Yeah.
And he'd been pinged for throwing the ball.
But I mean, he was tackled around the neck to start with. So some of the free kicks are a bit unfortunate at the moment. But Pollard across to Miller, across to Hurst. And here you go, Bellpost still again. Hurst with the left foot kick.
Downfield.
I missed that. I was following the ball.
Pushed as he got his kick away.
So Illick now has the ball at, true centre half forward, I'd suggest. He's 40 metres out, directly in front. And full forwards, fellas, they usually kick these?
Yeah, I think so,
likes
Eric.
Goal too, Mick.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you what, he's
trying to kick it too hard.
And he'll have to go to the Laurie de Goldie School of Kicking, I think. He laid back on that one, hooked it across his body.
Well, he can do that because Laurie just lives down the road, so we can get him up here Tuesday night.
We certainly can.
So on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard now, Bellpost Hill, 11-9, 75. Lead Thomson 2-7-19.
Kick in by Stein, comes grandstand, so looking for Atchison, does well. Makes up some ground on the cricket pitch area at half-back and takes the grab. Goes towards centre wing, Stein, a long way up and takes a good mark too overhead. That's a good mark in the conditions. Oh, he nearly wanted to play on. He was looking for the handball, Welshie, wasn't he?
Right down in front of us, that one.
He does now. Gives it to Aaron Bradley running away at half-back.
There's a kick downfield. The other one was.
Yeah, goes in board to Peacock, coming out McFarlane. Handball back to Burns. Can handball to Bradley. Slips over at the crucial stage. Burns does well. Free kick though. Lucky. Aaron Bradley will get it on centre wing. The umpire retrieves him from the mud heap. And it will be Aaron Bradley's free kick on centre wing. We've been playing 18.5 minutes in this final term. Handball behind Atchison, but he stood up and took the ball and then gets it away down the field. Mickey Machovic a bit late there, so the umpire's just being consistent with that. The free kick's down the field to Mark Harris at centre half forward. Now Harris looking for a lead. Mahiris gives him one now short, but he elects to just hold it up at centre half forward at 50. He goes short now.
You can tell that. Telegraph that one, wasn't
it? Yeah. It was back to Leather now at centre half forward. He goes off one step towards full forward and no mark off the hands. Fanning can kick the goal and he does. The umpire should pay that for goal. Yes, he has.
Yeah.
So Daniel Fanning's kicked his second for the afternoon.
2 goals from play on decisions too.
Advantage, yeah.
And
like his father.
And the third goal for Thomson there. 3-7-25. They trail Bellpost till 11-9-75. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 19.5 minutes gone. And hello to Noel sitting down there at Falcons Land at Shell Stadium. He'll be doing the game down there and listening to Geelong Radio 100.3 this afternoon.
He'll be up in the social club by now, wouldn't he? Like this.
Oh, well, the sun's breaking out, would you believe, at Myers Reserve. It's pelting with rain and the sun's breaking out over the back of the hills. So back in the middle, umpire Stokes throws it up, gets it down Kazina to nobody who really wants it. Pollard kicks it off the ground and goes out wide towards half forward. And now Gann off one step with his left boot, goes wide looking for Leather. Miller's there with him as well. Leather runs around, handball, back inboard. Mickey Gann couldn't pick it up, needs some support. Burns is there, gives it to Mahiris, breaks one tackle, can't break the second. And stacks on the mill, out the back of the pack towards Burging. Can he tap it on? He can't do so at the first attempt. It's ripped off, or free kick found, too high. And it will be bell post Hills. And I think it's going to come back to Stephen Lurie, is it? Yes, it is. Lurie at half forward, goes towards Messina. Like the Cracker brothers, these two. Unbelievable. Messina, kick across towards Connolly, who had to stand there and do a bit of a dancing act in the middle of Bell Post Hills' home ground. Now his handball put Hurst under pressure. McFarlane tries to tap it out towards Peacock. Few tired bodies out there at the moment. Coming through Peacock, off the ground. Damasi on the ground, can't pick it up. At half forward for Thomson. Hurst, handball back to Carr is okay. Good handling by Cameron Carr. 2-on-1, Gann against Messina and Michelson. Now coming across Bradley to help out. Across half back, little left foot kick.
That'll do.
And right into the Geelong radio commentary box. Kicks for touch and finds it, and it is a throw in now on centre wing.
What would be a worry for the Thomson side is in the last 3 games now they've kicked 9 goals, 4 goals and 3 goals. You know, you've really got to get a score on the board. They're only averaging about 12 goals a game.
Ball up and the ball in. It will now be another ball up. Travis Randall and Adam Cossack in there fighting hard for both their sides. Been playing 21.5 minutes in this final term. Umpire Stokes throws the ball up. Peacock gets it down towards Ardo, who taps it on. Burns comes through. Matchovic leaves it behind. And, that's a push in the back on Mahiris by his teammate Irwin, so there's no free kick there. Comes out Matchovic, Lurie tries to kick it off the ground. Mahiris breaks a couple of tackles, does well, gets his left foot to it. Goes towards half forward, coming out Fanning, can't take it with him. Leather, Fanning there again, second effort. Picked off the footy, no free kick. Comes out McDonald to Lurie. Lurie has to break around the corner and does well. Gives it to Simon Connolly at half back, and the Panthers clear.
Connolly on the half back, slows it down now. And players very, very tired, and you can understand that. Conditions pretty heavy. Connolly's kick over the pack, and just sitting at the back there was Cossack. Away, well, he tried to touch it on the ground and went without it. Finally, Matkovic comes in to give him a hand out. And one player put his head down, tried to get the ball, and the player crashed straight into him. So it's a free kick to Bell Post Hill, and it's Mickelson, is it, on half forward. The only player that wanted the ball and did well. Sees a lead at half forward, and that's Kazina. He's offered the lead. He sees, well, that's a pretty poor option, I'd say, but I suppose kicking to the coach is what it's all about. But finally it comes clear to Scotty McDonald. He's run inside 50. Pollard held without the ball. Play on, said the umpire. Atchison doing a fantastic job in defence. He's tackled 2 of them there and bottled the ball up. So at the true centre-half forward position, umpire Stokes will now move in and have a throw it. We've been playing 23 minutes into the final quarter. 11-9 Bell Post Hill lead, Thomson 3-7. Up goes the ball. McFarlane can't take it out of the ruck. Comes to ground. Players very, very tired, but they're still running hard at the ball. And surely we'll have a whistle on play now, and umpire Stokes will throw it up once again. Joe, see if you can get it clear.
I'll try to, Eric. Ball up now. Peacock gets it down to McFarlane. Gets a short little kick across half back for Thomson. Wolfenden comes in. Little toe poke. Cameron Carr toe pokes it as well. Just outside 50 now for the Panthers. Wolfenden and Carr keep going at it. It's on the outer side, half forward flank now. Kick around the corner. And the 2 number 4s see it over the boundary line. Jason Stein and Mick Illick. Don't forget, after the final siren, we will be having the final siren thanks to White Cross Healthcare. Our wrap-up of this match and also other matches in the GDFL, the GFL, the Bellarine and the AFL, as well as the Falcons game at Shell Stadium, as Mick Illick does the throwing in. And it's a good throw-in too. He might have a career after he finishes footy as a boundary umpire. Ball in dispute now at 50. Kick off the ground by Randall across half back. Now hands towards Messina, can run in. He loves a goal too. Ange goes towards full forward. Illick's there, off hands, goes towards him and Stein. The 2 number 4s again had a great battle all afternoon. Jason Stein goes towards the boundary line, does well, hides it. Oh, he keeps it in. And he does so now, gets a high tackle and will take the free kick. He did well there. He slid over the top of the ball and kept it in. And Jason Stein will have it in between. Oh, the back pocket and the half-back flank. Danger because he goes across the goal, but it's okay. Armstrong's taking the mark. Crowded the loose player. Goes over the top to Irwin. He takes it at half-back, can play on quickly. Needs to go towards Leather. Oh, he has to stand there and wait. And coming at it, Miller. Does well. Paul Miller. And he has taken the mark in the middle of Myers Reserve. Try and push the Panthers back into attack.
Miller from Belpost Hill tries for the torpedo, doesn't quite get it, and he's kicked it straight into the arms there of Mahiris at centre half back. He plays on quickly, sees a player out wide, and takes the mark in Armstrong. Armstrong now plays on for Thomson. Now he's gone for the short kick. He's found Irwin, who's coming to centre half back. Now the handball to Mahiris, another handball to Armstrong, and they've really gone nowhere with two handballs there. The ball comes out to centre wing. Carr dodges, weaves, turns, gets it on the left foot, but he's only succeeded. The good tackle, he's kicked it out of bounds on the full, and the free kick will go to Thomson deep on the half-back flank. Wolfenden drives the ball towards centre wing. It's a good lead there by Peacock, it is, and he's taking a mark there. Gee, it's getting very dull. Very hard to see players. Ball back towards centre half forward. Streaming through there for Thomson was, the mark off hands. Oh, great pick up there for Belpost Hillside. Finally chip it clear with a punch along the ground to Simon Connolly, and Connolly looks for the safety of the boundary line with the left foot kick, and found it about 55 metres from the goal. And a lot of tired players there, Jace.
I was going to say, I reckon if the umpires had went over to both camps at three-quarter time and told them that they could finish the game now, I reckon 75% of them would have voted for yes.
Well, the boundary umpire, eh?
He's decided to go home. Boundary throw in. And it will be on 50. Thomson attacking the northern end in this final term. Leather throws it in. And it comes towards the front of the pack. McFarlane, off hands, quick kick by Pollard. It is out of bounds, and it will be a throw in. So it's 11-9-75, 3-7-25. Belpost Hill with a 50-point lead in this final term, been playing 26.5 minutes. Throw in once again. Mahiris and Burns go up for it. And comes out the back towards Hoare and also towards Irwin. The boundary line once again will win that contest, and it will be a throw in. So Thomson to throw it in. It's like a junior footy here, Welshie.
Yeah, for
throw
sure.
It in.
Like the under 18s.
Yeah, like the
under 15s.
Throw the ball in, and they do so now. Comes to the side of the pack, and overrunning it there, Pollard. Hands by Burns with OK. Finds Ardo, goes long towards half forward. Off hands now. Thomson needs some runners through the middle. Can't quite pick the footy up, and it comes to the back of the pack. Wolfenden kick around the corner. In fact, it was Messina who got it towards Michelson's on half-back. Takes a good safe chest mark in front of Aaron Bradley. And now we'll set something up. Goes inboard looking for, Randall comes out and attacks it. Does well. As well, she said, has played a good second half, Travis Randall. Goes towards Wolfenden at half forward. And he's clear. He can set something up now. Measures the pass and it's OK. And he finds Frank Damasi about 45 metres out from goal. Plays on quickly, the lead's on. Oh, Wolfenden pushed off the footy by Martin. Oh, umpire Beattie. Ooh.
That was a wrong decision. That was a mistake.
Okay, you can say that, Pete. You're allowed to. That was a mistake.
Mistake, Pete, was it?
Well, it wouldn't want to be, the scores wouldn't want to be a level. Like, what's there, 1 or 2 minutes to go, Eric?
Correct,
yeah, we've been going, 28.
There it is.
Less than that, probably.
Yeah.
Well, Wolfenden will shoot for goal from 40 metres out.
He deserves to miss. Sorry, Craig.
Well, he hasn't. Yeah. So Wolfenden has put a belated goal on the scoreboard for the Thomson side, and they go to 4-7-31 to end this final, to end this match. And Belpost Hill 11-9-75. That's the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard at full time. The Panthers with a big win. We see both sides congratulating each other on what was a pretty hard-fought game this afternoon. It's pretty bad conditions out here at Myers Reserve now, and both sides pretty tired after their 4 quarter efforts. So in the end, a good win to Belpost Hill in that final term. They were able to kick 2 goals for, and Thomson were able to kick 2 goals 1. The goal kickers at the end of the match, Scott McDonald kicked 3 for Belpost Hill, 2 to Mick Illick, and also 2 to Adam Cosick, singles to Ange Messina, also to Brett Michelson, Mark Hancock, and also to Brett Pollard, while for Thomson, 2 goals to Daniel Fanning and singles to also Craig Wolfenden, and that was the final goal just then, and Christian McFarlane kicked the other one for Thomson. So Belpost Hill continue on their winning run. They've now won 7 straight games at the start of the 1999 season, and will set up a great clash with Werribee Centrals next Saturday afternoon.